Abusia NPP abanyoko no nim senyankopon ayi e de akere omo say election 2028 omo be win dia because na saying the kind of vim bia ababehye omumu no is extraordinary. Miracles Aboagye ye yina ye nim say sisi wa foreign nomination to stand as National Communication Officer for the New Patriotic Party. Oba medi nkomo bi emra na wodi obi etwetwe nkomo owo Asempa FM so. Na nasemu a oka ede say ijana ode ba no ano ehye na ono be make sure say NDC amanyoko no 2028 they will not be able to stand the New Patriotic Party. NPP ebe win elections no enche bia napo ono so bedi nkomo ede fa sa asem no ho na napo kan asem bi say NPP should be careful because the only hope our ewo election 2028 because omu lusu election 2028 pia they should forget about 2032 because they will not be able to win. Melake so asan beka sa asem Nana Akufo-Addo ono so aka sa asem say kian ne ken ba hook or crook e was say election 2028 NPP etumi ewine na ne ebema sa election no aye very interesting and they say say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama all things being equal no on standing be into NDC so omo the new person e beba e na Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia no pode wodi kan akoba ko na wa wini e na osan aba enunti sa election no ebeye very interesting NDC e na wa ban mu e na government in power no so no utu na eduma bia ya na eyeden e na we so no eye only one term e na NDC atwa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama e di so musan e wini bie mu a e na NDC as a political party omo ebenya omo 2 terms. I am talking about the party, not the individual. What they are saying. Now you hear the number of parliamentarians NDC ewo the marginal omudi winning election 2024. Now say NPP to me overcoming all those odds. Now omo be winning election 2028. They are me ameti hey. Ebeye mi wanwa. Entimi ameti say obisame say between NDC and NPP. Omo mu ne hen e na wo chance say election 2028 utimi ewini dia basi on the marginal His Excellency John Dramani Mahama odi wini Bawumia dia menua meka say ebeye dey say NPP betumi overcoming those numbers no na wetumi take over now winning elections no but there is nothing possible under this sun ebetumi aye possible say NPP betumi awini but omo fa no easy Denis akasa Nana Akufo-Addo ono so wakasa yebekwa kutie nsemo Denis waka plansa obutu in praise na only the youthful people in this particular NPP political party no omo ebefa so do omo tumi awini election 2028 minia mayenko ne nkotie nsemo Denis Miracles Aboagye oni obi ekan ye ewo Asempa FM so biwia na Nana Akufo-Addo ne die no so mema wo so wahwe na what be actually wadwin e wo comment section ho e di amame unya subscribe ya besero say obe subscribe e di amame like video share ma video bi no so unya bi hwe yente Denis Emra iwia be di Nana de no so e beto so e di ma me da wase
omunya gidi omi mu say obi you very young talented and vibrant team. You'll be surprised some of the things you see being done I guess no more money. Sometimes you may think say no very young people, but the good thing is when they say these young people are willing to learn from more nante sa kwina so pen. So I just say okay chairman general say I know a communicator first until you know me chairman am matede because they never hear me. What I just say and the team are willing to learn from people like John Bodu who have done this over the years and they've walked the path. It is a blend of the experienced, people, no, with the young, vibrant, talented people. Is what will make us very. We are building a very diverse, a very solid team. Firepower. That's what we are building. And see, party for no nyejidie. Ewo yemu say yebeye desese to make sure that the party will come to power. We'll do it without fear or favor. We'll do it like I said, we'll remove this NDC government respectfully. Yebe too respectfully.
It's an onerous responsibility because coming back after losing power for one term. It rarely happens.
Yes, but you see, it's also how we simplify and underestimate the power of the voter. You know, there was a timer, the historic figure for a loss was about 1 million votes. 2016. And people thought it could never happen again. In this country, we share statistics, electoral statistics. A lot of people thought there was never going to be a time where 1 million loss
vote difference.
And then now we saw 1.7.
1.7.
And the 1.7 people also think that they are untouchable because they done 1.7, forgetting that before them there was an unprecedented 1 million. That tells you how fluid the Ghanaian voter is. And I keep saying, the Ghana no kotoba no on train say about we failure as we to know. Sembreno Sona say October 2028. They are looking at between the two candidates who has the capacity to move the country to the next level. Omumi no. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia and the NDC didn't ban. Why? And I'm pempen so I want 2028 no. The news wadi hu. And then nim do or one ebetumi apagya aba and amina de akon nim. The Ghanaian people will not go and vote and simply say well NDC for mobile ba akontim sambre and that's not what they will say. In fact, if they will say anything, they will say NDC no ban ye hu ne suban da ye dim no nton twen kakra ansa ne enkere nansa ne ma Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia ye hu ne pen no ombra be ne de no ye den onko enti those who should be worried in 2028 the government of the day, because who and our one bonoma one our buy we fairly teacher, we fairly nurse, we fairly church drivers, fairly young people, young unemployed people. You should be worried. For us, all we are going to do is to expose your inefficiencies, hold you to account, and then show the people what Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia can do for the people of the nation.
So far, for position now, will be so filing.
Near far forms.
Okay.
To me, I should say, be a maker, say, be honest, no,
okay. But is it something or set it out? No, you had in mind, say, Obeko unopposed. Debbie
say, Obi, yes, be nomination, you better waba. And see, they are preparing for elections. And see, all the teaming young people who say, or more around now, young Akufo-Addo, they've put themselves in readiness. We call elections, but as the days go by, you know, yedi and come on to what we doing. We say, Ubia no interest obeko elections in Biano, one objective.
Yes.
To make sure say NPP be winning the next elections. And see, work as so we introspection. The woman would see we as I was I'm saying, meaning Michelle, me wanna Michelle Williams or no be to me, Eddie anymore, a contem, you know, and Tina, Omudo Mohabe Bata. And see, I know Nama, I say, ye quid Miana, the Dona Babeka, when you quit and the Dona Babeka, but and yeah, dear, make us say, me set it out, and I may say, may call no debi. It's a context, you know, it's except that, we say, people don't get it, and then I kasana it seemed to be say as a meko no pose no and ya there and rap pen by a years of hard work me catch them for say on pose is the most difficult thing to attain in a contest because I don't know you have to convince people say first of all ubetumi aye adwuma nam ye and secondly say one no kwa ubetwa no and that famous a big me find say gamble and it take it to convince all these people, especially in a party like NPP, millions of membership. Now, to me say you fire holding tawichi. For me, it's very humbling and it's also a very huge responsibility. At the bedding because it means that I cannot feel the masses. I cannot feel the party.
Yeah, because I mean, so far, two statements from Nipebi Omudin Ba said they would want to contest. My statement from Gordon Asaribedia. My statement from one, I think, Bibi Brinya, something Brinya. Our Munano indicates from master down with support behind you. Did you talk to them and convince them to do that and answer out of their own volition?
In total, Assad, me funny said last week Friday, there were 29 people. I know we are interested. Somewhere around it to be 29
for national communication.
Yes. 29. Two no God the name Joseph. The those that actually you saw on social media. No. But 29 people and no more interest across the country. Some of them former deputy ministers. There was even one former minister. You know, some of them former regional communications director. There was one, former regional secretary. You know, there are a lot of people. In fact, 29 in total. And I may omuni me dim come oh no afre no ka so dan kan pese me ko. But me did say I say organically no the party seems to rally around you, you know. Masisa Madrid meta with you know, and there were a few other senior members as well. Me am far from free I mean, I say, Matisse say you want to run. So we call the amenko because we are senior, you know. But Ejumana wo pese win na be no. Me pese me yes Ejumana, but me gidi say senka oma me kwan na me kwa. Say ni na betumi dia to akwan mu. Wo hwe na say my dream pon na me wona be boa party na oja na menko. Because me pese me no be kwa kensi. We me peni. Se me ka say me no kwa kensi a me nya sa ho keka no. Nti be ka o house you medre ho. The next me one of phone no afre me. Miracles be better watch no wako. In all those that I am aware, say don't compare some running 29. You know, 29 of them. And see,
that's a lot of
yes, that's a party no so. Obi, party no so. 276 constituencies. So I just say na 10% cry what 10%, emu 10% cause constituency 10% cause on be running. You can imagine the number. That's so. And obi so e will be to be their party no. Nti say nipa ne to wa no nya atenka ne say me wo bibia metumi dia boa party na o ho kwan so de obetu ne ho asi. But you know, competition no, it's not just about the ballot on the day. The discussions, so what ton wa dwenche amma nipa na manate was no, and no so very important. There are some flag bearer aspirants and me frɛ omo e bi so am come ho e bi kwa no mu ni Ghana me from no kasa say this is what I want to do in the interest of your party no na yɛmfa mboa your flag bearer no omo tie me. In fact, one very senior flag bearer will be say me a lot of questions, you know. Na me feel say nka we ke ni say we no plan here then me church wants na me nim say net here say na we say church mu say net here na meta wachi because na nka my amaju say nipa we ba me ho say nka obe konti ka me boa no but only me akasa there o de ko. A lot of interactions have gone around, but you see the humility, the capacity to even reach out to these senior members and people to even have conversations with them. No, it's part of the of metrics now. It's a ticket for who should lead our comms architecture, because as a communications director, no, nipa ba ku create no say what party no na yaka wo. Nipa ba ku create ni ho. Nipa ba ku crowd say oni obia edi nkomo. Say oni obia edi nkomo, because on day-to-day basis no, wo direct narrative no. Nti obi pe bibi onti bibi ase opadwenche opeso hu bibi ase for so to me frɛ won so obi a opeso ka bibi odi bibi to ye ese wo to me frɛ no. Nti meme de obi oni me bia obi kura so oni me. When say me I'm not emotional about anything. I can come out as passionate as possible. I'm not emotional about anything. Nti me obi a me a lot of people me din komo bebre obi bebre meetings ya mai bi pa. Ukasa okeka bomu an nka me call country no round kran kama kwa ba. You know, just to get people to understand and see the vision, you know, see what we are looking at, the bigger picture, and how the bigger picture will benefit all of us at the end of the day, you know. And that's what has brought us to where we are today. And it just didn't come. Say we'll be correct. It came out of hard work. And don't forget, he said this is on the back of years of showing working. So party rewarded hard work. Yeah, sure, sir. And you know, 2020 August. And I'm starting some mainstream frontline communication. 2020 August, so it looks like yesterday. But for the last 6 years, I don't think it will be where a party will be to me mediate change. Say, me apply me home to the best of my ability. I have made friends as a result of frontline communication. I've made enemies as a result of frontline communication. I've put myself out there in the line of fire for the party. And the party people recognize it, and that is why obi wo ha wa na just obekoba ne kasa was you know me hwe me hona me hwe wo there no kremu pa there. You've applied yourself over the years, and that's
deserve it more than I
exactly, and that's where we are.
Abusia mamena wasi yetie Dennis Miracles Aboagye nkomo a woni obi edwetwe ye afre die na na dodan Akufo-Addo okaye no e na ede screen so no ono no de o say by hook or crook say you beto say awia bebo e was say election 2028 no NPP political party no itumi ewene ugidi say asem ya Nana Akufo okay eye possible and I say emu ebeye de bibia ebetumi asi na dipa nso de was say utimi ema wadwen eye positive in whatever that you were doing enti de Nana Akufo so waka no meselo say unya unsubscribe ya na wa subscribe e de amame kokko message ho na chile wabi like video ina shebe onu ebi no so unya bi ehwe meda wase